The summer season is about to begin with the newest MCU film, Thunderbolts. Let's see how it goes. Thunderbolts was released in 2025 and was directed by Jake Schreier. It tells the story where Bucky Barnes teams up with Yelena, Red Guardian, Ghost and John Walker to go on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront dark corners from their past. Before I begin this review, I want to dedicate it to my great friend Movie Man, as he was really excited for the movie himself, and I will leave a link in the description. Please check him out, he is a great guy and a very good friend. My expectations for Thunderbolts were not exactly high. The trailers and all didn't really grab me, and after being pretty let down by Captain America Brave New World, my expectations for Thunderbolts were really low. But then when the movie was getting really good early reviews, my expectations started to heighten up a little bit, and after seeing the movie for myself, I have to say I was very surprised. Thunderbolts is a lot better than I was expecting. The movie is tons and tons of fun. The storyline is very entertaining, very interesting, and very engaging. The dialogue was not an aspect I was expecting to be as good as it was. The dialogue was hilarious. There's so much wit and charm to the dialogue that I was laughing at a lot of lines. The film's humour was really good and it really fitted. Some jokes did fall flat, but for the most part, the film's comedy was great. The film had a good balance of serious moments and comedic moments. The third act kinda took itself a little bit too seriously, I think. And I felt the third act, while still good, there were things about it that made the third act feel a little bit off. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but there was just something about it that made it feel a little bit out of place. And the ending of the movie was a little bit rushed, and I personally felt, this might be just me, but I kind of felt it felt a little bit unearned. Despite its flaws though, I do think the storyline was a lot of fun and it was very entertaining. Visually, the movie looks really good, the cinematography is really good, the lighting, the colour correction is very good, and the action is tons and tons of fun. There's an action scene in the beginning of the movie and I was just enjoying myself. I found it to be a very entertaining fight sequence. There was something though about this movie's tone and colour correction that reminded me a lot of Captain America's Civil War, and I thought that was pretty interesting, I have to say. Now yes, the movie is a lot different to Civil War in terms of the story, but something about the film's structure and the tone and lighting just reminded me of that movie. And the film's characters were very well written, I have to say. I thought Yelena was excellent in this movie. I loved her character arc and the direction of her story, and while Buck was very good too, although his role in this film was not as big as I was expecting. Ghost and Walker were good too, and I actually liked them a lot better here than I did in Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series. Red Guardian was very good too, and I thought they all bounced off each other very well, and I thought they had very good chemistry with one another. Valentina was pretty good. I thought the direction of her character was interesting, although I was not expecting her to turn out the way she did at the end of the movie. I really liked Mel, although I do feel she could have had a bit more to do, but she was very good, and I really liked her dynamic with the other characters. Bob was good, and I like him in the first two acts, but I personally feel the direction of him in the third act was a little bit off-feeling to me. It wasn't bad by any means, but to me personally, it just felt a little bit off and a little bit out of place. But I thought he was a good enough character. The film does have a very solid cast of characters, which I was very impressed by. I do think some characters could have used a bit more screen time, but I still thought they were good enough. The film's music, though, Not really all that memorable. The music in my book was pretty disappointing. There's some pretty good music towards the end of the movie, but for the most part, the music is not really that memorable and just very forgettable. It has its merit and it has its flaws, and I'm happy to say that I believe Thunderbolts was a very big surprise and it more than made up for Brave New World. I really liked this film and I had a lot of fun watching it, and I actually even like it more the more I think about it. Overall, Thunderbolts is a really good movie. The storyline is very good, despite the third act being a little bit off. The action and the visuals are very good, and the characters are very well written too. The music is a little bit forgettable, but other than that, it's a really solid movie and definitely worth checking out. I'm going to give Thunderbolts an 8 out of 10. I was deciding if it was either an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, but I do feel the issues kind of hold it back from being a 9 out of 10, but despite that, it is a very solid movie. So that's it for my review of Thunderbolts. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of the movie in the comment section below. Stay tuned for the next review, and until then guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care everyone, and skidoosh.